In 1974, the Catholic Diocese of Arlington was established by Pope Paul VI to care for the growing community of 150,000 Catholics living in Northern Virginia. Today, close to 1 million Catholics are served by a diverse network of 71 parishes and missions located as far south as Westmoreland County to the Shenandoah and north to Arlington.
For nearly 15 years, I have been humbled and privileged to serve this Diocese of Arlington. Together, we have accomplished many, many milestones. Vocations continue to be numerous. We have built new churches. Our Catholic schools are holding steady. Catholic Charities continues to expand, but we need to continue to look at the future. Every bishop must hand in his resignation at age 75. Well, on September 3rd in the year 2015, I will be 75. With that horizon in mind, I have thought, what can I further do, along with all of you together with me? What can we do to be sure that the diocese is in a very positive position when we greet our new bishop?
The new evangelization is empowering people to recognize that they're called by God and they're given certain gifts to go out into the community and to be disciples to them.
To support these efforts, the diocese would utilize new and traditional media such as radio, television, newspapers, and print advertising to help Catholics grow not only in their own faith, but to share it with others. Catholic schools provide young people the benefit of success in spiritual, academic, and character formation.
I come into the school probably 3 days a week. I have 5 different classes, and it's a great experience, I think, for me personally to be able to talk to the kids, spending time with the kids, and I feel that my life as a priest is fuller because of that experience.
The ones who become serious about their faith begin to really take off academically. They have tighter social relationships, not just with peers, but with adults as well. There's just a transformation internally.
I think we want to see our leaders, both political leaders, corporate leaders, education leaders, have a strong faith background. It's part discipline, but mostly it's faith and character.
Increasingly, however, the blessing of a Catholic school education is beyond the economic reach of countless numbers of families who, for a variety of reasons, cannot afford the school's tuition.
A big part of this leadership initiative is our effort to raise funds to help increase the funds that are already present and available in our diocesan tuition assistance endowment.
When we look at our tuition assistance need throughout the diocese, we're able to identify students applying for tuition assistance that approaches $9 million. And we're able to provide a little over $6.5 million worth of that tuition assistance. Therefore, you see that there is a gap that's in excess of $2.5 million.
Getting tuition assistance allows you to look at it and say, you know what, I'm not in this by myself. There are people that also believe in this, and not only believe it in their minds, but they also believe it with their checkbooks.
Providing greater access to Catholic school education for families who are in need really is the responsibility of all of us in the church, even those who might not have children or children in Catholic schools.
So there shall be one flock, one shepherd.
It does remind people that they're part of a community. The Catholic education of our children is important to all of us. It's important to our parish family. It's important to our diocesan family.
A strong Catholic identity, academic excellence, discipline, and values make the 4 Catholic Diocese of Arlington high schools premier educational institutions. However, 3 of the diocesan high schools are in serious need of facility upgrades and enhancements.
We are in a building that is 79, almost 80 years old, and it's like your house. You know, things do break down and wear down over time.
There really is kind of a never-ending list of things that we can and should be working on, like HVAC systems and windows.
Many of the buildings have deteriorated or showing signs of their age, and so we need to begin a process of renovating or repurposing many of those buildings and spaces.
Purchased and first renovated in 2010, the San Damiano Spiritual Life Center's 40-year-old building and 150 acres property in White Post, Virginia, is in need of further capital upgrades and improvements.
San Damiano's Retreat Center is a mission outreach of the Diocese of Arlington, Virginia. It was part of the vision of Bishop Laverty to establish this center primarily for the people of the diocese to be able to renew themselves and be refreshed.
The diocese maintains a robust set of outreach programs in support of the sanctity of life.
We can, with the proper resources, begin to get out the message how we are going to position ourselves to support those people in need when it comes to a crisis pregnancy.
Any woman who contacts us, we will try to help. But our main aim is not so much to give them stuff as it is to be there for them and just love them. Sometimes they even feel quite a bit of pressure to have an abortion. If they can find a counter pressure to that and people who will encourage them, they often will change their minds.
With services and programs in 21 counties, Catholic Charities provides food and emergency assistance, transitional housing, pregnancy and adoption support, and family counseling to more than 70,000 individuals and families annually.
Many families struggle with providing food, having the resources, the money for food. We hope that our food pantry will help to eliminate the hunger and the lack of food for many, many families in our area with the help of Catholic Charities.
Each bishop in each diocese has a commitment to provide for their retired priests. For these men who have given their lives for the ministry of the Church, it only seems fitting and just that in their retirement they are provided for in a way that has dignity. The Diocese of Arlington also provides a modest pension for our priests.
With regard to the pension fund, Bishop Laverty would really like to close that gap and be able to hand over the diocese, ideally, with no unfunded liability.
As my patron St. Paul said to his own audience many, many centuries ago, I see each of you as a partner with me in proclaiming the gospel. I do not do what I do alone. I can only do it united with all of you. Therefore, I am inviting you to truly be a partner with me in seeking to achieve these short-term goals.
The initiative is really reflective of the long-term, broad-based vision that says we've got a whole immediate scope of needs and challenges that we need to face, and we need to prepare for the future.
In a way, it's all about leaving a legacy. Together, it is our legacy that will long last when you and I and even our children are gone, and others will come to take their place. To make this Diocese of Arlington a shining pillar of light and hope and of life. That's what it's all about. We're partners. We're united in the heart of Christ. There's no better place to be than in his heart, where love is aflame.